You think you know your dog, then they do something weird and you wonder if you know them at all. Like, did you know that the real reason your dog licks you is disgusting? And what's with the butt sniffing? A lot of things dogs do make very little sense from a human perspective. Some of their habits even seem plain rude. With all the strange behaviors going on, how can you be sure your dog is okay and not a total Fruit Loop? Luckily, there is a method to your dog's madness. In this video, we'll explain why your delightfully odd pooch does some of the weirdest things. Before we dive in, remember to subscribe and join our canine-loving community to learn more about your dog's weird and wonderful habits. Number 1. The head tilt. Is there anything cuter than the head tilt? Talking to your dog can be very rewarding. They're such a captivated audience and always pay attention to your every word. Then they give you that adorably confused head tilt, and your heart melts. Your dog doesn't just tilt their head because they know they look cute. Although the smile and laugh they earn from you give them a buzz, they're actually listening to the sound of your voice. Dogs can hear frequencies humans can't, but their hearing is also more directional than our own. Many breeds have floppy ears, which, while adorable, cover their ear canals and dampen sounds they want to investigate. Tilting their head allows them to adjust the position of their ears to focus on you. They might not understand a word you're saying, but the sound of your voice is still soothing to them. Your delighted laughter is even better. Number 2. Your bed, my pillow. Cuddling up for a nap with your tiny Pomeranian is always cozy, but why does your massive Great Dane want to steal your bed? Is their own not good enough? Do they not want you to sleep? Dogs are social animals, and sleeping with their loved ones is how they feel safe, protected, and part of the family. Sleeping with you helps them keep an eye on you too. After all, who's going to protect you while you sleep if not them? Trying to get a healthy 8 hours of sleep might be more difficult with that stubborn puppy drooling in your ear, but at least you know they're safe. They'll sleep easier knowing you're safe too. Number 3. Dirty socks. Have you ever wondered how your favorite sweater ended up in your dog's bed? Or maybe you're missing one too many socks. Surely the washing machine didn't eat all of them. As strange as it might seem, dogs love to steal your clothes. The smellier they are, the better, and the overflowing laundry basket is the perfect spot for finding the smelliest artifacts. Once they've found the perfect item, they'll squirrel it away. Lo and behold, you'll find it days later, safely tucked under their head as their new favorite pillow. It might feel like a weird prank, but your dog just wants to surround themselves with your scent. Stealing your clothes and adding them to their bed allows them to feel closer to you. Sleeping is also a very vulnerable position for them to be in, and your scent gives them comfort, allowing them to sleep easy knowing you're nearby. Number 4. Licking you. If you went around licking people you liked, you'd get some very disturbed looks. But for dogs, licking is just a part of being, well, a dog. Dogs lick you for several reasons. One, and the most common, is to taste the salt from your sweat. Although you might cringe at the thought, many dogs are fascinated by the salty smell and the taste of your skin. It's not all about turning you into a human salt lick, though. Dogs also lick their owners to show affection. Since they're not the hugging sort and often feel uncomfortable enclosed in someone's arms, dogs show their adoration in other ways. They could also be seeking your attention. Dogs love knowing they've made you happy, and if licking your hand earns them a giggle and a coveted ear scratch, they'll lick you all day if given the chance. Number 5. Barking at the mail carrier. The number of times the mail carrier stops by your house, you'd assume your dog would be used to them, especially when they get a tasty bone from the canine lovers in the crew. But every time you get mail, your dog tries to bring the house down with their barking. It's like they've never seen the mail carrier before. Are they trying to warn you there's something sinister in that manila envelope or wrapped inside that parcel? Before you start eyeing your mail carrier with distrust, consider how your dog reacts to strangers around the home. To them, the house and yard, and probably the street beyond the fence too, is part of their territory. It's where they live and feel safe, and it's their job to protect it. And you, of course. Barking at people walking past, or the mail carrier walking up the driveway, is your dog's way of announcing that the house is protected. It's a nifty way to protect your packages from thieves too. With your dog announcing the delivery so well, you'll never forget to grab the parcels from your porch. Number 6. Hugs are boring. Dogs have a love-hate relationship with hugs, where you might hug friends, family members, and your dogs every chance you get. Dogs prefer to show their affection differently. Many dogs even yawn when you hug them. What's with that? Yawning when you hug them doesn't mean your dog is bored with you, but rather they're feeling uncomfortable. A big yawn is how dogs show they're stressed or unsure of a situation. They also use it to relieve tension or show another dog they don't want to fight. This isn't to say they don't want to be close to you. Some dogs love to cuddle. They'll sprawl across your lap, push you out of bed, or squash you when you're trying to reach for their bone under the sofa. However, many dogs don't like feeling boxed in, like they can't get away. If your dog yawns when you hug them, give them some space. They won't love you any less if you settle for ear scratches instead. Quite the opposite. They'll trust you more for respecting their boundaries. Number 7. The Snoot Boop. You know how it is. When you see a snoot, you just have to boop. But do you know what's even cuter? When your dog boops you back, you'll be minding your own business and boop. A very distinct wet nose prods at your hand or knee, or wherever else your dog can reach. Dogs primarily use their noses to smell their surroundings, but living with their favorite strange humans teaches them new tricks, like how to get your attention. Once they notice that you booping their nose brings a smile to your face, they'll get a rush out of it too. They'll even use it to their advantage. If they're worried you've forgotten them, as if you could, they'll boop you with their snoot to get your attention. Why bark or roll over when a pointed boop on their favorite human says, "Pet me please," better than anything else? Number 8. The Big Stretch. Whenever you get home from work, your dog is always there to greet you at the door. You're super excited to see them, so why do they put the whole greeting on hold to stretch instead of bounding up to you with joy? Are they not happy to see you? A big stretch when they see you might not be as exciting as a wagging tail or a bouncing ball of fur, but it's still a sign your dog is glad to see you. Extending their front legs and putting their rear end in the air in a big stretch is a sign of how relaxed they are in your presence. It's also a good way to get rid of all that stiffness from an extra long snooze on the couch. They need to limber up for all the activities they can do with you. After all, now their best human friend is home. Dinner isn't far behind. Then there's walkies and playtime. What fun! Number 9. Sniffing butts. Nothing says hello better than a good old butt sniff, for dogs at least. We humans find it a bit disconcerting at best. So why do dogs sniff your butt? Did you accidentally teach them bad manners? Do you need to set boundaries? Rest assured, your dog isn't trying to be naughty or make you uncomfortable. To them, sniffing butts is a way to learn more about you. A dog's nose is about 100,000 times stronger than ours, and they know how to put it to good use. Getting right up into your personal space is the best way to put their nose skills to work properly. Up close and personal, they can tell a lot from your scent from who you are to how healthy you are. It's their way to check on you in return for all you do for them. For more reasons why your dog is so interested in sniffing butts, check out this video where we explore more reasons behind this strange canine behavior.